And a happy Monday. The TCU Horned Frogs are in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament for the first time in school history. Hailey had 16 points and 10 assists to help the Horned Frogs move past Louisville 80-65.
7 on the shot clock. Van Lith pulls up, got her first basket of the game.
Yeah, first time she's had a really open look right there. What happens? How do they rotate and how does TCU get out of it?
Van Lith gets around the double team, delivers to Hunter once again. Here comes Van Lith pushing in traffic, around all defenders, draws the foul, and one. TCU calls the play, and Jada Curry immediately turns around to the rest of her team. They know the play that's coming, but still can't stop it as Van Lith makes it all the way to the rim. Louisville 24-9 here in the second quarter. Eminoku with another three-pointer. And Hailey did tell us, as a graduate of Louisville, she's been getting letters for donations to the university.
Up inside.
Connor, that's what she does. About a month ago in Cameron Indoor, and she surpassed that career high. Tough shot from Van Lith. Van Lith pulls up, splashes it home. Have Jada Curry in that game. Bounce pass into Sedona Prince. Beautiful pass by Van Lith. She gets it with 10 on the shot clock. Here comes the double team. Hunter from the corner. Got it! And history is made in Fort Worth, Texas. The first Horned Frog basketball team to advance to a Sweet 16 in school history.
After the game, Hailey became emotional when she was asked about whether she might be the face of women's college basketball right now.
Hailey, if you look around the arena today, you see people of all ages and all genders wearing your number, your face. You're becoming one of those faces that's really growing the spotlight around women's basketball as a whole. Can you just talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing, but I really am. I'm really standing on God's shoulders right now, you guys. He's delivered me from so much, man, and so much pain and suffering and confusion, and I just, it's all glory to God, truly. I would be nothing without him, and in the darkest moments of my life, he never turned his face from me, and I just couldn't be more grateful to experience his love in this moment. So, all those people are wearing my jersey out there, but it's for a greater purpose, and, it's God working, man. So that's all I have to say.
Hailey helped TCU get past her former team in Louisville, where she spent 3 seasons, and helped the Cardinals to the Elite Eight twice and the Final Four once. Her former coach, Jeff Walz, had kind of sour grapes when asked if Hailey still had a connection with his program.
What's your relationship with your ex-wife? I mean, is it really good? I mean, I guess you can. It's how you leave. That's part of it as well. She had a great career. I mean, played extremely well. We took care of her. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what they say. We took care of the kid. And she graduated in 3 years. Pat her on the back for it. I mean, it's an accomplishment. It's a great job. She's got a master's degree, working on more. I mean, it's fantastic. So I guess you can. But I don't know too many of them that do. But you've had situations where we've had players here that have gone on into the portal or transferred before the portal was a thing. We had a few kids that were playing behind Asia Durr, and they're like, Coach, we really want to play more. I'm like, I think it'd be great. Can you beat her out? And they're like, probably not. And then I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? They're like, well, we'd like to transfer. And I said, hey, I'll help you. Let's find you a great fit. And we've had kids that have done that, have done well. So I think it's how you do things. If you want to have a chance to have a relationship back at the school that you left.
TCU will next face Notre Dame on Saturday in the Sweet 16. Well, the Gonzaga Bulldogs season came to an end, although they fought valiantly against Houston on Saturday. The Zags made it close after trailing most of the game by 9 or 10 points. Coach Mark Few says he was very proud of his club.
Well, hey, it ended up being just a great basketball game, especially the way our guys fought their way back into it. And I'm so proud of how they hung with it, and gave ourselves a chance right there at the end. And that's not easy. I mean, I'm telling you, Houston was, everything and more that we thought they were going to be, especially the opening 10 minutes and then start of the second half. But just extremely proud of the guys, man. They hung in there. You know, we made enough plays. Our offense kind of kept us in it. We were just trying to find something that could get us some consecutive stops there and just to give us a chance. And you know, we just came one possession short there at the end. But
the Mariners flexed their home run muscles on Sunday to get a 10-6 win over the Milwaukee Brewers in Cactus League Baseball. Cal Raleigh hit 2 homers, and Julio Rodriguez had a grand slam to help the Mariners get the win in the next-to-last spring training game.
That we need to do to score runs, and you know, we're going to do that all year long.
Polanco puts a charge into this down the line. It is fair. It is gone, and Jorge Polanco, who's having a really strong spring with the bat, just goes yard to put the Mariners up 1-0. Dan, you know you have to stay on now. You understand this, right?
Yeah, of course, Aaron. Anything for you, Aaron.
Last year, most homers and most runs batted in by a Mariners catcher in a single season. 34 homers, 100 driven in. Out to right field. Does it have enough? It is onto the berm. Are we talking about home runs? Cal Raleigh goes deep and has put the Mariners back in front.
He has been able to be so effective from both sides of the plate, handling this entire staff like he does. It's just really impressive. And that's his throwing arm, and that's the last thing you want to do is have a bunch of swelling in that.
JP into center field. Polanco scores. Here comes Tellez thundering home. He scores standing. JP Crawford drives in a pair. Almost hit that ball behind him. In the air, right center field. Julio watching it fly. It's a go-ahead grand slam for Julio. That's got to feel good. And you're right, it is just Cactus League play. It is just spring training, but
you can't sneak a fastball by Julio Rodriguez. Great piece of hitting right there. To make this a reality and make this happen. Oh boy.
Cal Raleigh just mashed this into orbit onto the walkway, clears the berm, his second home run today.
This is the taste you want in your mouth right now as you head north. This is just second verse, same as the first. That ball was absolutely touched.
After playing against San Diego today, the Mariners pack up and head north to Seattle to get ready for opening day against the Athletics. That'll be Thursday night at 7:10 at T-Mobile Park. The Wenatchee Wild finished up the WHL season with a couple of losses over the weekend to the Everett Silvertips after getting blitzed on Friday in Everett 5-0. Wenatchee was able to force the game into overtime on Saturday before falling by a final of 3-2. Austin Drade had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
This one walking in front of the net, jousted just wide. Wilkie hands it off for Jesse Heslop. Wrist shot, he rattles that one home short side and scores to make it a 1-0 game. Second chance goal for the Silvertips, and that one goes for Heslop. Time of the goal, 1:51. Shaken away by Tansen. Wenatchee gets it back. McMillan zips it across. Cooper looking to outstep Breck Liskey. Liskey left it behind, in front, waiting, looking to go back door. They score! Chris Cross to the back of the net, and the Wenatchee Wild have tied it at 1. Almost wondered if that angle would get too sharp for them to finish it off. Miles Cooper's a sharp cookie. He says, no, I got it covered. Another one. for the Wild. Time of the goal, 19:03 of the second period. As it's back out to the blue line. Chopped along for Bush. Spins into a forehand look. Bush across for Cooper. Wrist shot, he scores. Wild bring it the other way. Looking to get this one tied up again as we get to the halfway mark of the third period. Fired on from the left circle. Save made. Still squirting around. Fired back out to the blue line. Sherbina holds his own. Gives that one away. He scores! Lucas Sherbina with traffic in front. It's a tie game again. Calling for a fresh man is Temple. Stepping onto the ice to replace him is Jesse Heslop. Heslop through center. Chasko steps off for Everett. Heslop. Drop pass, right point, Miettinen looking back door, dangles it to the net, they score, and the Everett Silvertips win in overtime as the regular season closes here in the Wolves' Den.
Wenatchee finishes the season 24-39, 4-1. We'll get more from Austin Andrade tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. The Wenatchee Bighorns handed the Seattle Superhawks their first loss of the season Saturday in TBL play. Brandon Watkins paced the Bighorns with 27 points, while Nate Fleming had 19 in the 116-104 victory. Wenatchee heads for Vancouver Saturday to meet the Volcanoes at 7 o'clock. Here's a recap of the weekend in prep sports. Cashmere edged Quincy in baseball on Friday by a final of 2-1. On Saturday, Bothell beat Eastmont 15-4. Aberdeen swept Ephrata. Chelan took 2 from Okanagan. Manson swept Lake Roosevelt. Liberty Bell took 2 from Tonasket. And Brewster beat Bridgeport twice, 2-zip and 2-zip. Girls prep fast pitch softball on Friday. Lake Roosevelt belted Brewster 11-1. Saturday's scoreboard had Eastmont falling to Richland before rebounding to top Hermiston. Ephrata won twice, downing Orting and then Kennewick. Chelan fell twice in Ephrata, first to Ferris and then to Freeman. Cle Elum cleaned Cascades clock 23-3 and 13-0. Lake Roosevelt swept Manson by scores of 15-0 twice. Tonasket took down Liberty Bell, and Kittitas beat Okanagan twice 14-2 and 19-3. Prep boys soccer on Friday. Tonasket topped Colville 3-1. On Saturday, Eastmont fell to Chiawana 1-0. Quincy topped Othello 1-0. East Valley got by Ephrata 4-0. Toppetish topped Cascade 2-1, while Luke doubled up Cashmere 4-2. Tonasket blew out Newport 12-0. Bridgeport beat Omak 3-1. Brewster edged Manson 1-0, and Okanagan clocked Colville by a final of 6-0. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Monday.